Good morning. Today is November 22, 2014, and we have the pleasure to have in Chile, in Santiago de Chile, Mrs. Betty Alice Erickson. Welcome.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you.
I love being here.
Thank you. We love to have you here. And in this opportunity, I would like to ask you, what is the importance of metaphors and stories in hypnosis?
With metaphors and stories, I can give you so much information that I'm not telling you directly. And you will also take what I say. If I'm doing it right, you go in a trance. And then you will take what I say and tailor it to fit exactly what you need from it. So you'll take my story, which may be about a friend of mine, and you will turn it into something that is relevant and important to you in a way that you hear it best. Because if you hear it from you, there's nobody to resist against, because I haven't told you anything.
Okay. What are the best stories for people to listen and make changes?
I don't think there is any best. I think that a story, they all should have a message, because you shouldn't be up here just telling stories because they're fun. I should know what the message is. Now, if I know what the story, what I would like you to get from it, I will tell a focused story with my goal. But that has nothing to do with what you are going to hear from it. You may pick a little portion out of it and expand it to make it better for you.
Okay.
So, but me having a purpose, even if it's not your purpose. Now, I'll try to make it what I think is good for you, but I have no control over that. You'll hear what you want to hear and use it how you want to use it.
I'm noticing that most of the times you are telling stories about ordinary life. You are not just developing like children's stories. I've met a friend, and then he told me, and then you continue, and it looks like it's flowing.
It is flowing, and I believe that you should never make up a story. The story has to be real. Any story that I've told, it can be a friend told me, because then it's real to you. Because I have to be in a trance, and if I'm in a trance, you will hear me on a different level, because as I know you know, the important thing to create a trance is that I'm in a trance. Of course you're going to join me. Why wouldn't you? And then you'll take my story and make it yours.
When you're telling a story, do you have the purpose before telling the story, or is your own trance that is developing the story?
Sometimes I have a purpose, but most of the time it just comes, because hypnosis, as you know, allows you to access unconscious resources, and my unconscious as well as yours. You accessing your own unconscious, and in fact, when we're both in a trance, or we're all in a trance, it's sort of a co-created reality between us, and you will hear what you need to hear, which may be nothing, or something that's important. And I will tell a story that I have a goal for, but that may have nothing to do with what you hear or your goal. That's really hard for people to learn, because if I want to tell you a story about learning to ride a bicycle, I want you to get that you have to practice, that it's hard, it's complicated and all this. You may get something totally different, but you'll get what you want.
That's right, that's right. And how about children? Do you prefer to tell like metaphors with animals, or ordinary life stories for children?
I tell mostly stories about ordinary life. Children, I add animals because they like animals so much. But all my stories are real and ordinary life because that's what we all lead.
Well, I thank you very much for being in Santiago.
That was pretty painless.
It was a pleasure again.
Thank you. It was
to receive you here.
I like to be with you, to talk to you, to talk to your group, which is really a good group.
Thanks. Well, I enjoy very much the trances with you. Restaurant trances, class trances, conversational trances. It's a pleasure. It's a real pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.